The world of fashion was shaken when Jungkook of BTS appeared in New York to attend Fashion Week. But what caught the attention of fans and reporters was not only his powerful presence, but also the heartwarming moments he shared with his personal manager. The event was crowded with flashing cameras, shouts of excitement, and the atmosphere of one of the world's grandest fashion celebrations. Yet within that storm of attention, Jungkook repeatedly leaned on his manager, finding a safe place and comfort in the midst of chaos. This touching sight created a wave of admiration among ARMY and observers, who saw it as proof of genuine affection and a bond beyond professional obligations. Jungkook arrived in New York dressed in an outfit that reflected both sophistication and his personal charm, catching the eyes of stylists and fashion critics alike. However, behind every moment of dazzling spotlight, there was his manager quietly by his side, guiding, protecting, and providing stability. The cameras captured scenes where Jungkook would lean slightly on his manager, his expression softening as if relieved by the familiar presence amidst the intensity of the crowd. Such gestures spoke louder than words, showing the trust and affection between the global superstar and the person who has long been a constant figure in his journey. For ARMY who watched from the venue and those who followed updates online, these moments did not go unnoticed. Social media quickly flooded with clips and photos of Jungkook leaning on his manager's shoulder, sparking conversations about how much trust the singer places in someone who is always behind the scenes. Many fans expressed how touched they were to see Jungkook, who usually carries such a strong and charismatic image on stage, allowing himself to show vulnerability and comfort with someone he clearly trusts. The scene became a reminder that even the brightest stars need a source of strength, and in Jungkook's case, his manager has become that anchor. Reporters covering New York Fashion Week were also quick to point out the unique relationship displayed in those candid moments. While many celebrities appeared surrounded by entourages focused solely on publicity, Jungkook seemed to draw strength not from the cameras, but from a single person who quietly walked beside him. The contrast was striking and gave insight into the depth of their relationship. Industry insiders noted that this was not the first time Jungkook's closeness to his manager had been visible, but during an event as grand and glamorous as Fashion Week, the emotional weight of those gestures carried even greater resonance. As Jungkook entered the venue, whispers spread through the crowd about how the superstar, despite his global fame, remained grounded in his interactions. His gentle reliance on his manager was seen as a symbol of humility and trust. Some fashion experts even remarked that the moment added an unexpected human layer to the otherwise glamorous and glittering environment. While the runway showcased cutting-edge designs, Jungkook and his manager showcased something even more timeless: human connection and mutual care. It was a moment that transcended fashion and spoke directly to the heart. Fans later described how meaningful it was to witness such a display of affection in public. Many pointed out that Jungkook's relationship with his manager appeared more like that of family than professional colleagues. Online discussions were filled with words of admiration, with countless ARMY sharing how relieved they felt knowing Jungkook had someone to lean on during overwhelming situations. Some fans even confessed to tears while watching clips of the moment, saying it reminded them of the importance of having someone trustworthy during life's most chaotic moments. The story quickly became one of the most discussed highlights of Jungkook's New York appearance. Behind the glittering lights of New York Fashion Week, it is easy to forget the immense pressure artists like Jungkook endure. The constant attention, the flashing cameras, and the need to maintain composure can be exhausting. But in those small gestures, where Jungkook leaned on his manager and found comfort, the reality of his humanity was revealed. He may be a global icon, but he is also a young man who sometimes needs a safe shoulder. This duality is what makes him so beloved: his ability to shine on stage yet remain authentic and vulnerable in real life. Fashion critics who attended the event admitted that while Jungkook's style was impeccable and worthy of headlines, it was the emotional moment with his manager that lingered in their minds. Some even described it as the most unforgettable scene of the evening, far surpassing the runway collections. The sincerity and warmth in those brief interactions left a lasting impression, reminding everyone that authenticity is more powerful than glamour. Jungkook's trust and affection toward his manager became a silent performance that captivated hearts just as much as the fashion itself. As the night went on, Jungkook continued to participate in the event with his usual grace, but the cameras often returned to capture the moments where his manager quietly ensured his comfort. From guiding him through crowds to offering small reassurances, every detail reflected a deep sense of responsibility and affection. For ARMY, these scenes only deepened their appreciation not just for Jungkook, but also for the person who stands beside him in silence, ensuring his safety and peace. It was a reminder that success is never achieved alone. Behind every superstar is someone who offers unwavering support. When Jungkook finally exited the venue, the sight of him once again leaning slightly on his manager reignited the wave of admiration. The gesture was simple yet profound. It captured the essence of trust built over years and the irreplaceable role his manager plays in his life. Fans outside the venue cheered, not just for Jungkook, but also for the manager who had silently become a beloved figure in the fandom's eyes. Social media once again lit up with messages celebrating the beautiful bond, proving that even in an event filled with glamour, what truly touches hearts is authenticity and love. The following day, headlines across online platforms highlighted not only Jungkook's appearance at Fashion Week, but also the touching moments with his manager. Articles described it as a story of loyalty, trust, and affection that goes beyond professional boundaries. Commentators noted that it was rare to see such open displays of reliance in the celebrity world, where appearances are carefully controlled. Yet Jungkook's natural and unguarded behavior broke through that facade, offering a rare glimpse of authenticity that resonated with millions. It became a story that was talked about as much as the fashion itself, if not more. The footage from New York Fashion Week is likely to remain etched in the memory of fans for years to come. Not because of extravagant outfits or glamorous runways, but because of a simple act of affection between an artist and the person he trusts most. It is in moments like these that fans are reminded of why they connect so deeply with Jungkook. Beyond the music, the performances, and the fame, he shows a side that is real and relatable. His willingness to lean on his manager is symbolic of the love and trust that defines his journey, making his story all the more inspiring that as Jungkook prepares for future projects and continues to captivate the world with his artistry. The memory of this Fashion Week moment will remain a testament to the importance of human connection. It showed that even under the brightest lights and the loudest applause, what matters most is having someone to lean on. For Jungkook, that person is his manager, who has become a source of strength, comfort, and unconditional care. And for ARMY, witnessing that relationship was a gift, reminding them that their idol is not only a superstar, but also a human being who values love and trust above all.